There is a profound liberation that comes when you shift your attention inward. Life is not a competition, it is an individual journey. Yet most people spend so much energy evaluating others, comparing their paths, and measuring their worth through someone else's progress. The moment you stop doing this, you begin to unlock your true potential. When you constantly focus on others, you scatter your energy. Your life energy is not meant to be wasted observing, judging, or envying the lives of others. Instead, it should be harnessed to deepen your connection with yourself. You are a unique creation, an expression of existence itself. So why would you waste time trying to live a life dictated by someone else's standards or achievements? When you look outward, you get lost in the chaos of the world, but when you turn inward, you find clarity. Self-focus is not selfishness, it is wisdom. It is realizing that the only thing you have true control over is yourself, your thoughts, actions, and the way you respond to life. Life is not about running faster than others, it's about running your own race. The moment you stop looking around, the race becomes joyful. You realize that fulfillment does not come from beating others, but from being the best version of yourself. Life is an individual journey where each person walks their unique path. No two people have the same experiences, challenges, or opportunities. Yet, in the world around us, there is a constant tendency to compare. People measure their progress against others as though life is a race with a single finish line. But this perspective is flawed because it overlooks the truth that every individual's life unfolds according to their own rhythm, timing, and purpose. When you spend your time looking at others, you miss the beauty and significance of your own journey. Each step you take is meaningful in its own right, even if it doesn't seem as fast, grand, or visible as someone else's. Life doesn't offer the same circumstances to everyone. Some people are climbing mountains. Others are walking along peaceful trails, and some may even be navigating storms. Comparing one journey to another is as pointless as comparing a mountain to the ocean. Both are beautiful in their own unique ways. The focus should not be on what others are doing or achieving, but on what you are creating for yourself. Your growth, learning, and happiness are yours to define. The world might pressure you to conform to a certain timeline or standard, but those expectations have nothing to do with the essence of who you are. Your life is a canvas, and you are the artist. The choices you make, the lessons you learn, and the ways you grow all contribute to a masterpiece that is entirely your own. By recognizing life as an individual journey, you free yourself from unnecessary competition and comparison. You can celebrate your own progress, however small or slow it may seem, and honor the path you are on. Each person is on their own timeline, and the only thing that truly matters is how aligned you are with your own purpose, your own truth. When you live this way, every step becomes a fulfillment in itself, and every moment is a celebration of your individuality. When you focus outward, your attention is scattered across 1,000 distractions. The opinions of others, societal expectations, and the constant comparison with those around you pull you away from what truly matters, your own inner journey. The more you focus on others, the more you lose touch with yourself. It's like trying to navigate your life using someone else's map. It doesn't lead you to your destination, but instead creates confusion and dissatisfaction. Focusing inward is a profound act of self-awareness. When you turn your attention within, you begin to understand your own thoughts, feelings, and aspirations. You start to see clearly what drives you, what holds you back, and what you truly value. This self-awareness is not about isolating yourself from the world, but about finding your own grounding so that you can move through the world with clarity and strength. When your focus is inward, you stop worrying about how others perceive you. Their judgments lose their grip on your mind because you realize that their opinions are reflections of their own perspectives, not truths about you. Instead of seeking validation from the outside, you begin to find it within yourself. This shift in focus gives you the confidence to make choices that resonate with your true self rather than those designed to impress or please others. Focusing inward doesn't mean ignoring others or the world around you. It means that your actions, decisions, and priorities come from a place of inner alignment. You become less reactive to external circumstances and more intentional in how you navigate life. This inward focus allows you to channel your energy into growth and fulfillment rather than wasting it on comparisons, distractions, or the pursuit of external approval. The more you cultivate this inward focus, the more balanced and resilient you become. Life's challenges no longer feel overwhelming because you approach them from a centered state of mind. Instead of being swayed by the chaos of the world, you stand firm, grounded in your own truth. By focusing inward, you unlock the potential for genuine growth, self-discovery, and peace, a path that no outward focus can ever provide. Each person is a unique expression of life, unlike anyone else who has ever existed or will ever exist. This uniqueness is not something to hide or suppress, but something to embrace and celebrate. Yet, many people spend their lives trying to fit into molds created by others, chasing standards that do not reflect their true nature. In doing so, they lose sight of their individuality, forgetting that their greatest strength lies in being exactly who they are. When you embrace your uniqueness, you step into your own power. You stop comparing yourself to others and start valuing the qualities that make you different. These differences are not flaws, they are your gifts. The world does not need replicas of the same person or the same ideas. It needs the originality and perspective that only you can bring. By owning your individuality, you contribute something valuable to the world, something no one else can offer. Your uniqueness is not just about your talents or skills, it is about your perspective, your way of thinking, and the way you experience life. The challenges you face, the lessons you learn, and the way you grow all shape who you are. Embracing your uniqueness means accepting every part of yourself, the strengths and the weaknesses, the successes and the failures as integral parts of your journey. Often people fear standing out because they worry about being judged or misunderstood. But the truth is, no one ever truly makes an impact by blending in. It is those who dare to be different, who embrace their authenticity, who inspire others and create meaningful change. When you let go of the need for approval and start living in alignment with your true self, you not only find freedom, but also become a beacon of inspiration for others to do the same. Embracing your uniqueness is an act of self-love and courage. It is a reminder that you are not here to be a copy of someone else, but to live your life fully and authentically. By accepting and celebrating who you are, you allow your true essence to shine, making your journey meaningful not just for yourself, but for the world around you. When you direct your focus outward, your mind becomes entangled in the chaos of the world. Every noise, every opinion, every event demands your attention, pulling you in 1,000 directions. It's easy to get swept away by the distractions of others' lives, societal pressures, and the constant bombardment of information. In this outward chaos, it becomes nearly impossible to hear the subtle voice of your own intuition or to find the clarity that allows for growth and peace. On the other hand, when you focus inward, you begin to tap into a deeper wisdom that transcends the noise of the external world. This wisdom is not something that comes from books or advice from others. It comes from within, from your own experiences, reflections, and insights. It is the voice that guides you when you are in tune with your own inner truth, allowing you to make decisions that are in alignment with who you truly are rather than being swayed by external forces. The key difference between chaos and wisdom lies in where you place your attention. When you are lost in external chaos, you react impulsively to the world around you. Your decisions are influenced by fleeting emotions and the opinions of others. In contrast, wisdom arises from stillness and self-reflection. It allows you to respond to situations with calm understanding and discernment rather than reacting from a place of fear or confusion. Wisdom is not about knowing everything or being constantly right. It's about knowing yourself well enough to trust your instincts, to make choices that align with your true values, and to remain grounded when the world feels turbulent. It's a deep sense of inner peace that allows you to navigate life with clarity, even amidst external chaos. When you embrace wisdom over chaos, you stop being controlled by external circumstances. You stop letting the unpredictability of the world dictate your state of being. Instead, you become the calm in the storm, the steady presence that knows how to move through life's challenges with grace. Wisdom teaches you that while you cannot control the chaos around you, you always have the power to choose how you respond to it. The more you cultivate this inward focus, the clearer the path becomes. What once seemed like a whirlwind of chaos turns into a dance of possibilities where you can move with purpose, wisdom, and balance. This shift from chaos to wisdom is not about avoiding difficulties, but about facing them with clarity, understanding, and a sense of peace that comes from knowing that no matter what happens, you are rooted in your own truth. The idea of control often appears to be an illusion when we focus on the world outside ourselves. We look at the people around us, the circumstances we face, and the situations that unfold, thinking that we can control them, shape them to our will, or manipulate them for our advantage. But the truth is, we cannot control the external world. It is unpredictable, constantly shifting, and beyond our grasp. What we can control, however, is how we respond to it. True control lies within ourselves, in our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. The only thing that is truly ours to shape is our inner world. No matter what happens around you, you always have the ability to choose how you engage with it. This is where your power lies. The people around you may try to influence you, the world may throw challenges your way, and the circumstances may feel overwhelming at times, but your response to all of this is entirely within your control. Most people spend their energy trying to control things they cannot, like the behavior of others or the outcome of future events. But when you realize that your true power resides in the choices you make in each moment, how you think, how you act, how you interpret the world, life becomes an opportunity for conscious creation rather than a series of reactive events. In any situation, there are always two factors you can control: how you perceive what's happening and how you choose to act. Your thoughts and emotions are within your power to manage, and they have a profound effect on how you experience life. When you master your internal state, the external world begins to lose its hold over you. The chaos, the noise, and the drama of life become mere background noise, while you remain grounded in your own sense of peace and clarity. This kind of inner control does not mean suppressing your feelings or ignoring reality. It means choosing not to let external events control your peace of mind. It means cultivating a mindset that is not shaken by temporary circumstances but remains steady, resilient, and focused on what truly matters to you. The more you realize that control lies within, the more empowered you become. You no longer wait for the world to change. You change yourself, and in turn, change the way you experience the world. This internal mastery creates a sense of freedom that is unshakable. External circumstances can shift, but your inner world remains solid. And through this strength, you navigate life with purpose and grace. In life, it's easy to get caught up in the race with others. Everywhere you look, there are comparisons, people achieving milestones, reaching goals, and living lives that seem to outpace your own. You may find yourself thinking that you should be further along, or that someone else's journey is better or more successful than yours. But the truth is, life is not a race against others, it is a race against yourself. You are running your own unique journey, one that cannot be measured by anyone else's timeline or standards. When you focus on running your own race, you stop looking to the left and right at what others are doing and begin to focus solely on the path ahead of you. You learn that success is not about outdoing someone else, it's about growing, evolving, and moving forward at your own pace. Some might take bigger strides, others may walk slower, but each person is moving toward their own destination, and no two paths are the same. In the race of life, you are not competing for a singular prize. The true victory comes not from crossing a finish line before someone else, but from achieving personal growth, learning, and fulfillment. When you stop comparing your progress to others, you create space for your own achievements to unfold naturally. You realize that you are on your own timeline, and it's perfectly okay if it takes a different amount of time than someone else's. Running your own race means trusting the timing of your life, even when it doesn't align with societal expectations or pressures. The world might tell you that you should be achieving certain things by a certain age, but your path does not have to follow that formula. Your journey is uniquely yours, shaped by your experiences, challenges, and the lessons you've learned. By focusing on your own race, you can quiet the noise of the outside world. The distractions, the opinions, the pressures all lose their hold on you. Instead of feeling inadequate because you're not where someone else is, you begin to appreciate how far you've come and where you're going. You start to understand that success is not an end goal but a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. When you run your own race, you begin to appreciate the beauty of the present moment. You stop living in the future, constantly anxious about what's ahead, and start savoring each step along the way. You realize that the true joy of life comes not from crossing the finish line, but from each stride, each challenge overcome, and each lesson learned. In the end, the race is not about how fast you go, but about how deeply you engage with your own journey. Fulfillment is a deep, quiet satisfaction that cannot be found through external sources. Too often, people chase achievements, possessions, relationships, or validation from others, thinking that once they attain certain things, they will feel complete. The truth is, external circumstances can only provide fleeting moments of pleasure or happiness. True fulfillment comes from within. It is an internal state that is nurtured through self-awareness, self-acceptance, and alignment with your deepest values and purpose. When you seek fulfillment from the outside world, you are essentially handing over your power to external factors. You become dependent on things beyond your control, and your sense of well-being becomes fragile, subject to change based on situations, people, or outcomes. But when you look inward, you discover that the power to feel whole, content, and at peace has always been with you. Fulfillment arises when you begin to understand yourself at a deeper level, your true desires, your values, your strengths, and even your vulnerabilities. It is through this deep connection to yourself that you find a sense of wholeness. Rather than seeking approval or validation from the world around you, you begin to recognize your own worth, independent of external factors. You realize that you are enough as you are, and this acceptance brings peace and contentment. The key to fulfillment is aligning your actions with your true self. When you live authentically, when you make choices based on what resonates deeply with you, you experience a sense of fulfillment that no external achievement can provide. Fulfillment does not depend on acquiring more or becoming someone you are not. It comes from embracing who you already are and being in harmony with your own truth. Moreover, fulfillment comes when you live with purpose. When your actions are guided by a sense of meaning, when you engage in things that contribute to the well-being of yourself and others, you begin to feel that your life matters. This sense of purpose grounds you, helping you navigate life's ups and downs with resilience. It doesn't matter what the outside world offers you, you find joy in the knowing that you are aligned with your highest calling. The pursuit of external success will always leave you wanting more, but fulfillment within is boundless. It is a deep, unshakable peace that arises when you live from a place of self-awareness, self-love, and inner alignment. This inner fulfillment does not fade with time or change in circumstances. It is a steady source of contentment, offering you the strength to face life's challenges with grace and the clarity to enjoy each moment fully. Self-focus is a powerful catalyst for growth. In a world that constantly pulls your attention outward towards the opinions of others, the noise of social media, and the pressures of societal expectations, it can be difficult to tune into your own needs, desires, and potential. But when you turn your attention inward, you unlock the ability to grow in ways that external distractions could never offer. Growth is not about accumulating more things or trying to become like someone else. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, one that is aligned with your inner truth. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean becoming selfish or ignoring the world around you. It means prioritizing your own development, understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and aspirations. It means taking the time to reflect on who you are and where you want to go, so you can make conscious choices that serve your personal growth. When you invest in understanding yourself, you begin to cultivate the clarity and confidence that are essential for evolving. Self-focus enables you to recognize areas of your life where change is needed. Without this inward focus, it's easy to get stuck in patterns of behavior that are no longer serving you, repeating cycles that hinder your progress. But when you pay attention to your inner landscape, you become more aware of your habits, thoughts, and emotions. You can identify what is holding you back and consciously make decisions to move forward. This kind of self-awareness fuels personal transformation and allows you to take the necessary steps to become more aligned with who you truly are. In addition, self-focus fosters a growth mindset. When you are in tune with yourself, you develop the resilience to face challenges without being deterred by failure. Instead of seeing obstacles as reasons to quit, you begin to view them as opportunities for growth. Every setback becomes a lesson, every difficulty an invitation to evolve. This mindset enables you to approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness, knowing that growth is not a destination but an ongoing process. Focusing on yourself also enhances your ability to make empowered choices. The more you understand your values, desires, and boundaries, the clearer it becomes how to make decisions that are in alignment with your true self. This clarity helps you to move with purpose and intention rather than being swayed by external pressures or the expectations of others. It is from this foundation of self-knowledge that you can take inspired action, which in turn propels you forward on your journey of growth. Ultimately, self-focus fuels growth by empowering you to take full responsibility for your own evolution. It is a practice that creates a strong sense of autonomy and direction in your life. The more you focus inward, the more you understand what you need to thrive. By nurturing yourself and investing in your own development, you create the conditions for continuous growth, and in doing so, you unlock the potential for an abundant, fulfilling life. Living joyfully and free from societal pressures is one of the most liberating choices you can make. In a world that constantly tells you what success looks like, how you should behave, and what you should value, it can be difficult to find peace and happiness on your own terms. The external noise often leads people to believe that their worth is determined by their achievements, possessions, or the approval of others. But true joy is found when you stop seeking validation from society and start living authentically in alignment with your own values and desires. When you live in accordance with the expectations of society, you often sacrifice your own happiness in the process. You may chase goals that aren't your own, make choices that are not aligned with your true self, or suppress desires that don't fit into the mold of what is considered acceptable. This kind of living creates internal conflict, as you are constantly at odds with your own desires versus the demands of the world around you. To live joyfully, you must first free yourself from the need for approval. You must realize that your worth is not dependent on how others perceive you or whether you fit into societal norms. True joy comes from knowing that you are enough as you are, and that your happiness is a result of living in alignment with your authentic self, not with what others think you should be. Let go of the pressure to meet arbitrary milestones set by society, whether it's career success, relationship status, or material possessions, and focus instead on the things that genuinely bring you joy. It might be small moments of peace, deep connections with loved ones, creative expression, or simply the freedom to be yourself. When you stop trying to live up to external standards, you create space for your own happiness to flourish. Living free from societal pressures also means embracing the idea that you don't have to follow anyone else's path. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to life. Your journey is unique, and your joy comes from walking it at your own pace without comparing it to the timelines or achievements of others. By releasing yourself from these comparisons, you can fully embrace the richness of your own experience, knowing that it is valid and worthy no matter how it may look to others. When you choose to live joyfully, you make decisions that nurture your well-being, that align with your inner truth, and that honor your own timing and pace. You begin to cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment that no external validation can provide. Your happiness becomes self-sustaining, independent of outside circumstances. This freedom from societal pressures allows you to experience life with an open heart, fully present to the beauty and joy of each moment. Living free from the weight of societal expectations is a powerful act of self-liberation. It allows you to experience life in a more authentic, peaceful, and joyful way. You are no longer beholden to the arbitrary standards of the world, and instead, you find fulfillment in living as your truest self. In doing so, you not only find joy for yourself, but also inspire others to do the same. Aligning with your truth is perhaps the most profound act of self-liberation you can undertake. It means living in harmony with your innermost values, desires, and beliefs without distortion or compromise. Many people spend their lives trying to meet the expectations of others or trying to fit into a mold that is not theirs, losing sight of what truly matters to them. But when you align with your truth, you reclaim your power, your authenticity, and your peace of mind. Your truth is not something that is dictated by the world around you. It is a deep understanding of who you are at your core. It is a connection to your values, your passions, and your purpose. When you live in alignment with this truth, every decision, every action, and every thought resonates with a deep sense of meaning and fulfillment. You no longer feel disconnected or lost because you are living from a place of authenticity. Aligning with your truth means letting go of the need to please others or conform to societal norms. It requires courage to stand up for what you believe in, even when it is not popular or widely accepted. But this courage is what brings you peace, because living authentically means that you no longer have to wear a mask or pretend to be someone you're not. Your actions become an expression of your true self, not a performance based on external expectations. When you are aligned with your truth, your life begins to flow effortlessly. There is less inner conflict, less struggle, because you are no longer torn between what you want and what you think you should do. You make decisions that are in alignment with your deepest values, and you begin to notice how your life becomes a reflection of those choices. Your relationships, career, and personal life all begin to align with the person you are at your core. Aligning with your truth also involves embracing all aspects of yourself, your strengths, your flaws, your desires, and your fears. It means accepting that you are not perfect and that your journey is unique. You stop comparing yourself to others and start trusting the path that is unfolding for you. You recognize that your truth is a process, an evolving understanding of who you are, and you embrace it with compassion and patience. In moments of uncertainty or challenge, alignment with your truth provides you with guidance. When the world seems chaotic or when external pressures mount, you can return to your core beliefs and values to find clarity and direction. Your truth becomes the compass that helps you navigate life's storms with confidence and resilience. Living in alignment with your truth brings a deep sense of fulfillment because you are no longer living for anyone else's approval or validation. You begin to live for yourself, not out of selfishness, but out of a deep respect for who you are and what you stand for. This alignment brings joy, peace, and a sense of purpose that no external accomplishment or possession can provide. Ultimately, aligning with your truth is about stepping into your own power and embracing your unique journey. It is about creating a life that is true to who you are, not who you think you should be. When you align with your truth, you live authentically and freely, and in doing so, you experience a life of profound peace, happiness, and purpose. In the end, the journey of life is not about seeking external validation or chasing after fleeting ideals set by the world. It is about turning inward, embracing your own truth, and living authentically. When you focus on yourself, trust in your own path, and align with your inner wisdom, you unlock the potential for growth, fulfillment, and joy. Remember, you are not here to live by someone else's standards or to fit into a mold. You are here to carve your own way, to experience life on your own terms, and to be the fullest expression of who you truly are. So, free yourself from the pressures of the outside world, embrace your uniqueness, and live each day with a deep sense of purpose and inner peace. Your life is yours to create, and when you live it aligned with your truth, it becomes a beautiful, meaningful journey.